What's up, you guys? Welcome to Leo the Libra. Today is a story about the time that I was in 4th grade and a girl claimed that she was pregnant, okay?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So what I decided to do was join dance company in 3rd grade, and what it opened me up to was a social network of people, and it allowed me to be able to talk to people that I wouldn't normally talk to. One of the girls who was on this team, her name, and we'll call her Brittany, okay? So Brittany was this really small. We were young and we were all short, but she was short as fuck, okay? And now that I just specified that, I feel like everybody who knows me is gonna know who I'm talking about, but oh fucking well. Here we go. So in my 4th grade class, there were 4 desks to every group, okay? And there was me, there was Brittany, there was another girl who she pops up in a few more of the stories that I have to tell you guys. We're gonna call her Angela, okay? And so me, Brittany, Angela, and there was a guy sitting across from us. His name was Charles, okay? And at the time, Charles had dreads. This has nothing to do with it. I'm painting you a picture. So we all are 4 people sitting at this group of desks together, and we sat together the entire year. Me, my mom, and my sister ended up moving down to Florida at the beginning of the 2nd semester. Before I moved back down to Florida with her, she was down in Florida looking for a job, setting us up a place. And I was staying with my grandfather at the time, me and my sister were. So I was with them all of the 1st semester, and then the 2nd semester, I was there for about a month, and then I ended up moving. This story takes place over the course of the end of that January to about the beginning of that April, because I ended up moving back from Florida at the end of that April. We never stayed in Florida long. So we decided that we were all going to do some sort of project together. Me, Brittany, and Angela decided that we were going to be grouped together for a project, and during the course of doing the project, we start talking. And out of nowhere, I mean, literally the whole day had fucking went past. Brittany goes, "You guys, I really have something to tell you. And it's really very secret. And you can't tell anybody, but it's a really big deal." Okay, bitch. Tuned. So I said, "Okay, Brittany, what is it? Bitch, what you got going on?" And she goes, "So you know how..." Let's now introduce the 3 victims of the story. We're gonna call all 3 of these boys, because their names really don't matter. I'm just gonna call them X, Y, and Z, okay? So X, Y, and Z are these 3 guys who I went to school with forever. Up until that point, I had went to school with them my entire life, okay? We had pretty much known each other. They knew me, I knew them. We weren't friends, but we had known each other for so long, it would be awkward for us to act like we didn't know each other. You know what I'm saying? So they also rode my bus. And Brittany rode my bus. I lived in the same house literally the entire time. Even when I would move to Florida and move back, I'm actually still standing in the same house I used to live in. So you know how X, Y, and Z all live in my neighborhood. They lived in her neighborhood. So you know how X, Y, and Z live in my neighborhood? I said, "Yeah." Angela goes, "Yeah." She says, "Well, you know how sometimes they like to hang outside?" I say, "Yeah." Angela says, "Yeah, this is taking a really long time." So I start getting a little bit impatient. And so I ended up just asking her, "What is it? What did they do to you?" And she goes, "Well, since you rushed me," literally, she said that. She says, "Since you rushed me, I was hanging outside one day and all of them ran up to me and grabbed me and put me in a car. And all of them raped me, and now I'm pregnant." What? Bitch, what? Bitch, what? What? How could you end up pregnant in 4th grade? You don't even have a period in 4th grade. At the time, I was like, yo! y'all. I was dead. I was like, how could they do this to you? I was enraged. I was livid. I was like, I ride the bus with these guys every fucking day. I just saw them this morning. How the fuck is this possible? She tells us, I'm gonna tell you guys the rest of this at home, because we were talking and then we ended up getting in trouble for talking because, like I told you, we were supposed to be doing a project. So she says, I'll text you guys when I get home. 8 o'clock that night, I get a text message. Yes, I had a phone in 4th grade. I got my first phone when I was in 3rd grade. It was a flip. It was a flip phone. And it's so funny. I remember exactly what phone I had. And if I can find it, I'll insert a clip of it here. So that was my cell phone. Once again, has nothing to do with it. Painting a picture. You're welcome. About 8 o'clock that night, I get a text message from Brittany and Angela. It's a group text, aka not really a group text. We were all texting each other separately, but cluing each other in on the conversation, because I really don't even think group text was a thing back then. So we're like, I'll text Angela. Angela will text me. Then she'll text Brittany, and Brittany will text me back. And then Brittany will text Angela, and Angela will text Brittany. And then they'll both text me what they just said to each other. You know what I'm saying? So it was always like, something might be getting left out of the conversation here. I don't know if anybody else did this shit, but this was like 3-way text, okay? 3-way calling, right? Right. So we're 3-way texting or whatever the fuck. And in the midst of the conversation, Angela texts me that Brittany texts her that we needed to come up with names for her for the baby because she's going to go get an ultrasound tomorrow.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow. Okay. So now I'm thinking, you know what, bitch? Don't worry about it. I'll totally come up with names for you for this baby. Fuck them niggas ain't shit. So y'all, the next day comes and she shows up to school. Now, this wasn't the most exciting thing happening in my life. Psych. So I was like, why are you at school? And I mean, like, I kept hounding her all day long. Like, I thought you were getting the ultrasound. I thought you were getting the ultrasound. I thought you were getting the ultrasound. She's like, yeah. I'm supposed to. My mom's supposed to be coming to pick me up, blah, 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 blah. Her mom never comes to pick her up.
2 weeks later.
And nothing, you guys, nothing. And I started getting a little suspicious because I'm like, okay, where's your evidence? Where's the receipts, bitch? She never spoke about it again. I said, well, bitch, I'm not letting you live this shit down. I hope you don't think that. I need to know what the fuck is going on. So my nosy ass decides I'm gonna start talking to Angela, because her and Angela were way better friends than me and her were. So I said, I'm gonna start talking to Angela, and I'm gonna ask Angela what Angela knows. She says, yeah, I got a feeling like Brittany is lying. I said, why? Because I got that same feeling. She said, something told me to ask X whether or not he even knew her, because her X, Y, and Z were like brother and sister, okay? They were like so fucking close. Like, right here, my nigga, like, there. They were close as shit. Like how my nails is close together, they were close as fuck together, okay? Just sitting inside of each other, close as fuck together, okay? She was like, I decided to ask X if he even knew her, because I've never even spoken to him about her. He's never spoken about her to me or anything like that. So I decided to ask him if he even knew her. And the first thing that I did was like, hey, you know that girl Brittany? And he was like, who? You know, Brittany. You know, the little short girl, Brittany? No, I don't know her like that. I'll be seeing her in the hallway. Now, granted, if somebody did actually do something to somebody or whatever, of course they would omit to knowing them. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't know. That's not real facts. You know what I'm saying? That's not real facts. That's not a real reason to be like, oh, she lying. Okay, if these boys really did do something and they're still walking around this fucking school, what's up with that? Like, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not right. This little girl was raped. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's pregnant. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody needs to fucking step in. An administrator, please step in. I was talking to my mom every night. When this at first happened, I called her and I said, Mom, is this possible? And she was like, no, it's not possible. And then I'm thinking, she just saying that. She don't know. And so I'm like, click, you don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. It could possibly happen. It probably could possibly happen. She didn't have sex when she was in 4th fucking grade, so how could she know if she was fucking pregnant or not? I decided to believe that this was a possibility anyways. I actually ended up moving before anything could ever happen, before I could follow up on any real leads or anything like that. So this did not live down. This did not live down. This ended in a very fiery manner because even in Florida, I was not having it. So when I got down to Florida, it was like, I was still feeling a little bit sketch, like I don't know if this is really true. I definitely had feelings. After a while, the thought that she was pregnant became more and more taboo. I remember me and Angela and Brittany used to do 3-way phone calls every now and again while I was down in Florida. And this particular night, about a week before this night, I had been talking mad cash shit to Angela about Brittany. And I kept telling her, I do not believe that little girl about her being pregnant. If she got raped, okay, cool. Maybe she got raped. But if she got raped, she ain't told nobody. But she was so fucking cool with telling me and you. But she ain't told nobody else. And it's been 2.5 months since this has happened. She has not told anybody of authority. She has not done anything. She has not physically changed. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, I was starting to feel real funny about her getting raped as well. Because after so much time had passed and she said nothing to no one, and then the pregnant thing was like real null and void at that point, I was like, I'm starting to feel real funny about this whole you got raped thing. And plus these boys, one of them already said that they don't even fucking know you, which wasn't facts at the time, but after a couple of months and y'all literally still don't speak. If she had actually raped you, would you speak to him? No, but you didn't speak before and you don't speak afterward, and the only time that you say that y'all have spoken was when him and 2 of his friends grabbed you to put you in a car and rape you. Whose car did they have in the 4th grade that they could just pull up and rape you in? All things that should have immediately made it be like, this bitch is lying. But in 4th grade, you're not really thinking things out, you know what I'm saying? You're not really thinking things through, hence why she said that horrible ass lie, and hence why me and Angela believed the shit for so long. But Angela was real no nonsense, you know what I'm saying? She was real no nonsense. She was real like, I don't believe that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe the bitch. I don't believe it. If he say he didn't do it, he say he don't know her, all 3 of them say that they didn't do that shit. I don't know. I don't know who to believe. But one thing that Angela was real loyal, y'all. She was loyal as fuck. Even if you was a shitty ass person, she was gonna be loyal to you. My downfall was I felt like the bitch is lying. Is there really a purpose for me to still be her friend if she would lie about something like that? You know what I'm saying? So about a week before that, I had started talking shit. Like Brittany would still call me and stuff, but I would be like in the shower right now or doing homework, some shit like that, just to get off the phone with her, because I was like, I don't want to be associated with you. And you guys can comment and tell me, like, would you still talk to somebody who lied about being raped? Like, what? That's not nothing to play with. That's nothing to lie about. So I was just like done. I was just like, whatever, I don't fuck with you. And what ended up happening was, it's so funny to think about, okay? Because this was the funniest moment of my elementary school career, you guys. I'm on the phone with Angela, and I'll never forget this. Me and my mom had just pulled up to a gas station. I had been on the phone with Angela, shit-talking Brittany for an hour straight. An hour straight. This was the 4th day that I had spent shit-talking Brittany, right? And I could tell that Angela was real quiet today. She wasn't really talking as much, and I was like, what's up with you? She was like so quiet that I kept having to be like, hey, you still there? Like, are you still listening? Are you still there? Are you busy? She tells me, hey, hold on real quick. Let me call you like right back. Now, usually when people say that, I'm expecting that they're not going to call me back at all. So when I hung up the phone with her, I just kind of like start talking to myself in the car. And this all happened over a span of 3 minutes, okay? My mom was out of the car the whole time this happened. That's important because of the next part, okay? My mom was out of the car the whole time this all happened. So Angela calls me, and Angela calls me like right back. Like 2 seconds later, she calls me right back. And I'm in the middle of shit talking. And I think I was saying something like, yeah, that lying bitch or some shit like that. And when I picked up the phone, she was like, who are you talking to? And I was like, I'm talking to myself. And she was like, oh, what were you talking about? And I was like, I just ran back into a fucking rant. I was like, yeah, I was just talking to myself about Brittany because that bitch really ain't shit. And how the fuck she gonna lie on them boys like that? Like, if they didn't do that shit, why would you say somebody did that shit? That's not cool. Don't play with people's life. I mean, I was going off. I was going off, you guys. Off. I have to mentally prepare myself for how funny this is so I don't laugh out loud. Hold on. So Brittany gets on the phone. Yeah. Okay? So I'm talking to Angela, and out of fucking nowhere, Brittany gets on the phone and goes, yeah, bitch, what you just say? What you was saying about me? I died, you guys. I was like, Me? Are you talking to me? Are you on the phone right now? How much did you hear? I was like, what? Why is she on the phone? But I ain't no bitch. So when I realized that she was on the phone, I was like, I said, you ain't shit. You is a lying ass bitch, and you lied on them little boys about them raping you, and you ain't worth shit. I was going off on her. I was going so off on her. Both of them hung up on me. And then I called Angela back, and I was like, and you a two-faced ass bitch. What the fuck you got me on three-way for? If I wanted to talk about her ass to her, I'd have said it to her face. So yeah, I was going off, but I had no point, because it was like, if you really don't talk behind people's back, then why were you just caught talking behind her back? I was so done, you guys. I was so done. It's so funny. That's the story about the time that this girl in my 4th grade class told us that she was pregnant. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, and please give this video a big thumbs up. And if you think that this video was funny, you want somebody else to laugh, you think this can make somebody's day, please share the video, okay? So that way somebody else can get some enjoyment out of it. Please click the little bell thing there so that way you get notifications every time I post. I'm very new to YouTube. I don't even have a background yet, as you can see. But I plan to do a lot of story times. I have a lot more funny stories. So if you really like this, please give me a comment and tell me that you like it and that you want more videos, so that way I can put out more and more content for you guys. Be cool, be cute, and be worth it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. What?